Good evening, everyone. In the previous session of Global HRD, I was explaining about potential appraisal. What is potential appraisal? What is the basic purpose of potential appraisal and why organizations need potential appraisal? So that was the portion that I have already explained in the last session. In today's session, I am going to explain two topics related to potential appraisal. First one is the process of determining or the process of potential appraisal, means how the process needs to take place. What are the various steps involved in the process of potential appraisal? And then the qualities which determine the potential, means what are the qualities which needs to be properly evaluated so that it can become a potential and it can become useful for the organization. Okay, so let's begin the session. First of all, the process of potential appraisal has three steps. First one is determination of role dimension, second one is determination of mechanism, and the third one is linking potential with other elements. So role dimension means what kind of job the person is actually doing. If we want to appraise the potential of a particular employee, first of all, we need to understand the duties, responsibilities, the authorities, what type of job that person is doing. And for that purpose, the job specification and job description needs to be very clear. So all the details related to job specification and job description first are needed to be collected properly so that they can understand what kind of role the employees place why sorry the employee plays by doing a particular kind of job. So that is extremely important because that will reveal what kind of experience, what kind of qualities, what kind of attitude, what kind of skills are actually required to play that particular kind of role. So here in determination of role appraisal, all the qualities necessary for performing the job efficiently. First of all, that needs to be properly evaluated. They need to find out what kind of qualities are required to do a particular kind of job, what type of attitude, personalities, behavior, each and every element of a personality needs to be properly determined. What kind of managerial skills, technical skills, different types of skills required to do a particular job. So that information needed to be collected. And to what extent the person has those qualities and those skills, that they have to find out so that they can actually determine the potential, and then in future they can enhance the potential of the employees. So the first step in the process of potential appraisal is determination of role dimension, means we have to first find out what kind of role an employee plays in an organization, and in that playing of the role we can find out what kind of potential that person displays to the towards the organization or towards the senior, so that we can through that we can find out the various potentials of those or of that employee. Okay, the second point is determination of mechanism. So mechanism here means that first of all, after determining the role, we have to because in determination of role all the qualities, all the skills are found out, but the next step is we have to create a mechanism that can actually help to determine the intensity of each and every potential, to evaluate each and every potential, and for that purpose a proper mechanism needs to be determined. So first of all, we will find out all the potential the person has. Then to what extent each and every potential, means the intensity of each and every potential needs to be found out through proper evaluation, or by analyzing each and every potential separately so that they can find out a single person's potential in different manner. Means a person may be having good decision making skill, but a person may not be having we can say good communication skill. So the decision making skill is higher than the communication skill, so that is the potential of the person. The person has analytical qualities. The person can analyze a problem, the person can clearly solve a problem very easily, so that potential is to be enhanced. But the communication skill is not present in that person to that higher extent. So we have to find out what type of potentials a person has and the intensity of each and every potential. And for that purpose, a proper mechanism of evaluation needs to be created so that each and every potential can be properly analyzed. Okay. The next one is linking potential with other elements. First of all, in order to conduct potential appraisal, an organization must have all the facilities, all the requirements so that they can understand the potential of the employees properly and then create plans to enhance those potential. But linking potential with other elements is also very important. Here it actually means that whenever we are trying to find out the hidden potentials or the true potentials of the employee, we need to arrange it in such a manner that it will coordinate with other requirements of HRM. So that is very important. Other requirements of human resource development, because this is also one of the method used for developing the qualities, the potentials, the capabilities, or you can say for overall development of human resource. Potential appraisal is very important. So it needs to be properly connected with the other elements of human resource which are extremely important for their development. Okay, so that's why potential appraisal needs to be properly linked with other elements so that the organization can create a proper system, can create a proper environment in which potential appraisal can be properly executed. So these are the three steps, or we can say these are the steps involved in the process of potential appraisal. Now I'm going to explain the qualities which determine potential. Means what qualities are to be considered as potential depending upon job, depending upon the role dimension and others. So there are many qualities which may not be considered as potential if we consider from the organizational point of view. So for understanding what qualities must come under potential, so these are the qualities which can be considered as potentials and which can be enhanced in future by the organization. So the first quality which determine the potential of an employee or of employees is called analytical power. Analytical power means each and every human being has a power to analyze problems, analyze situation, and analyze different elements. So that power is considered as a potential. So in order to determine to what extent a person has higher analytical power or lower analytical power, that can be determined by two elements: breaking down of the problem and analyzing the problem. So first of all, whenever a problem is given to a particular employee or any kind of difficult situation, so the first thing is which is needed to be done is breaking down of the problem. Means the problem needs to be divided or broken down into small units, small uh, proper units, so that it can be easily understood, small workable units, because an entire problem may not be very easy to understand. So the first step is to break down the problem in small workable units so that the person can understand each and every unit of the problem properly, thoroughly, and then they can analyze the problem as a whole. So that is the basic way of analyzing any kind of problem or any situation. So if a person can easily break down a problem, or they can understand how to break down a problem, that shows that the person has good analytical power or higher analytical power. And that is to be considered as a potential. And in future, these potential can be enhanced by the organization by using different types of developmental programs. So breaking down the problem means to what extent the person is capable of breaking down the problem actually helps the management to understand the analytical power of the employees. The next step is analyzing the problem. So after breaking down, each and every unit needs to be properly analyzed. It has to be thoroughly analyzed and critically analyzed so that a single point won't be left out. So each and every unit can be analyzed separately, and it can be combined and analyzed as a whole also. So while analyzing a problem, And when the management is assessing the potential of a candidate, of an employee, they need to focus on the weaknesses of the employee, the weaknesses related to reformulation of the problem, means how the problem is analyzed and represented by the employee, and what are the points, what are the area of weakness in which the candidate or the employee has not done good or has not performed better. So that areas need to be found out. So that is the analyzing or analysis of the problem. So first, the employee must be capable of breaking down the problem in small units, understandable and workable units, and then proper analysis and thorough analysis of all the units and the problem as a whole. These two elements will help the management to determine the analytical power of an employee. Okay, so this is the first quality which determine potential, means this, if anybody having this quality, then it can be considered as a potential in that employee. Okay, so this is the first quality which is considered to be a potential. The second one is creative imagination. Okay, so creative imagination, why it is considered as a potential or a quality which can be used as a potential. So why, what is creative imagination? So creativity first of all helps you to see the things which are not seen by other people, or which are not seen by people who do not have creativity. It will help an employee to find out all kinds of possibilities uh, which is not, or which may not be found out by other employees. So creative imagination helps an employee to find out all kinds of possibility which exist in a problem, or which exist in any situation, but they are very, either they are very minor, that's why other people do not pay attention, or it is too difficult to understand that particular problem or particular idea, so that's why other people do not pay much attention to it. So that is called creative imagination. So creative imagination helps an employee to find out new ideas, new possibilities. It will help an employee to find out different methods, different techniques of solving a problem, handling a situation, and various other elements. So creative imagination is not only about uh, finding out, creating something new. It's about proper understanding. The person must have proper knowledge regarding the situation, regarding the problem. The person must have done huge kind of work regarding to this element, so that those experience can actually contribute to find out different possibilities. So what the person has done in past, whether gaining knowledge or understanding, even the knowledge of the past previous situation, these things can actually help an employee to understand the situation, present situation, and then find out various possibilities of solving a difficult situation or solving a problem. So creative imagination is not about present, it's about understanding of the past, proper knowledge, proper experience, and that will contribute towards solving a problem in present scenario. It also relates to understanding a situation in a real world situation. That is very important. We cannot create a possibility, or we can just be very creative and imagine something which may not exist in real, or which may not be possible in reality. So imagination must be there, but all the solution or all the ideas must be capable of capable of being applicable in the reality or in the real world. That is the most important part. So sense of reality is very important, understanding of present scenario is very important, understanding of past scenario is also important, knowledge, information about each and every previous scenario and present scenario, what can be done in the real situation, in the real world. All the information regarding these elements needs to be properly collected as well as understood. Then only a new possibility can be found out, new solution can be found out. So that is called creative imagination. The next point is sense of reality. This is also very important in terms of qualities, because whatever decision we make, it must be capable of being applied in the present situation, in the real situation. So, sense of reality means whenever we are trying to solve a problem or managing a situation, we must have a sense of reality. We must need to understand that we cannot get ourselves engaged in wishful thinking. We cannot imagine things which may not be possible in reality. So, that is a part of imagination, but a proper combination of creative imagination and sense of reality is very important, because we cannot keep on imagining different possible ways, even if those possible ways cannot be executed in the real world. So sense of reality is very important, where the employee can understand the present situation properly. And even if the person is facing a different kind of situation, a person having proper sense of reality, they can contribute towards solving any kind of problem, because they always see that what are the things which are actually possible in real scenario, in real world. So they do not detach themselves from reality, they keep them attached to the reality. They analyze what are the things which are possible, which are actually possible, which can be done by the organization. Means for example, a small organization with very few number of people, they cannot say that they can become a huge organization within few months or few weeks. That is not possible, because they need different kinds of elements in order to become a big organization, huge organization. So that means that the person who has planned this kind of program or this kind of expansion, the person does not have sense of reality. So sense of reality is extremely necessary whenever we are doing our work, whenever we are facing a new situation, whenever we are trying to solve a new problem or a different problem or any problem. We need to have proper understanding of reality. We need to understand that execution of the solution is extremely important. So if we do not have the facilities to execute the problem, if you do not have the manpower to execute the situation, sorry, not execute the problem, execute the solution, do not have the manpower for executing any kind of solution or implementing any kind of idea or any kind of suggestion, then what is the point of actually suggesting such kind of things? So sense of reality is a major, or we can say very important quality which each and every employee must have, because this will help the employee to understand the problem, try to find a solution of the problem which can actually give good result to the organization. Instead of getting involved in a wishful thinking, it is better to have proper knowledge about the real situation, about the real world, what is the capability and possibility, sorry, capability of the entire organization, what company can do, what company cannot do. These kind of things can actually helps a person to take a decision which can be actually executed and benefits can be obtained from those decisions. So that is called sense of reality. The next one is holistic view of detached position. It simply means that a person, an employee must have a holistic view, so that they can understand a situation, they can understand a problem from different point of view, from vantage point. Vantage point means each and every situation, each and every problem needs to be properly analyzed from every point of view, from every angle, from every side. So that is extremely important, because when we are doing our job, even if a job is very small or a important job or higher level job, and this kind of quality is extremely necessary in higher level job, because they are taking decision which will affect the entire organization. And if you are in that position, you need to have such kind of analytical skills, such kind of point of view, through which you can understand point of view of each and every person working in the organization, each and every sector which will be affected by your decision. So that for that reason, you need to understand each and every situation, each and every problem from every angle, every point of view. How, what will be its consequences, what will be its side effects, what are the positive consequences, what are the negative consequences. Each and every element related to a single topic needs to be properly understood, and proper importance must also be given. They need to understand the viewpoint of everyone, everyone's what will be everyone's position after such kind of decision is taken. So that is very important. So that kind of view and opinion is extremely important, and that's why it is considered as a very important quality or very important potential. So this type of quality actually explains the maturity of a person, and the suitability of a person for higher level job. This quality is very important because they have to place the facts with relation to the problem. What are the facts, what are the problems, and what kind of relationship they have between each other? Because with those availability of those kind of facts, they need to try to, they have to solve the problem. So they, first of all, they have to collect all the facts related to a situation, related to the problem, and to what extent each and every fact contributes towards finding a solution of a problem. That is also very important. And when this potential is considered, this is extremely necessary to take major decision related to the organization, related to any kind of department. So this quality, this potential is extremely necessary for higher level jobs. And like I said, it is also very considered to be very important quality in terms of potential. So this the holistic view is also uh, sorry, is needs to also have sense of reality and creative imagination. See, the points that I have been discussing, whether it is analytical power, creative imagination, sense of reality, holistic view, these are different types of qualities, and proper combination of these qualities will create a person extremely, will make a person extremely efficient, and that person can actually move higher and higher in his or her career. That is why these type of qualities are required to be possessed by the employees in order to become successful, whether it is analytical power, sense of reality, or anything else. So a proper combination of these qualities are extremely essential, and that's why these are considered to be important potential from the organization point of view, and they always try to enhance these types of potential in the employees. And the last one is effective leadership. So in an organization, leadership is very important. But what is leadership? It is very difficult to explain the exact meaning of leadership. A person must be having a leadership quality, means the person uh, must have the quality to create and maintain healthy relationship, working relationship with all the members with whom the person is associated, with whom the member is the person is working. Good communication skill, the person must have empathy, must have the capability of understanding the problems, the situations, the difficulties of other employees. The person must have the quality to lead a group of people, must have a proper level of energy so that he can motivate others, he or she can motivate others, encourage others, pull them out of difficult situation, make them help them to focus on their job. So the list is very long if we consider leadership qualities, because nowadays every person must have leadership quality, must have the quality to lead, so that that person can be used, that person, the potential, that this kind of potential can be used in higher position jobs. So in order to have leadership quality or effective leadership means the first of all the person must be capable of understanding the mindset of other people, must be capable of managing or creating good relation with each other, must have proper communication skill, must have proper behavior, like I said, must have the quality to lead, and and there are also various other qualities, like the qualities to quality which helps the people to get inspired. The person must be capable of motivating others, encouraging others, inspiring others, setting an example for others. Means the person needs to have such kind of qualities, like others will look upon him, they will treat him as their leader, they will follow him they will respect him or her, their decision. These, there are different types of qualities, whether it is the quality of proper communication, counseling, empathy. So a combination of these kind of qualities can make a person a good leader, and that kind of quality is considered to be a good potential from the organizational point of view. An organization needs different kinds of people having leadership quality so that they can lead the entire organization in future. Okay, so these are the qualities which determine potential. In the next session, I am going to explain the various techniques used for um, uh, creating a potential appraiser or determining potential appraiser. So in this session, I have explained the steps involved in potential appraisal and the qualities. Okay, so that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.